Miss in a jam-packed arena in Oxford, Mississippi. Dave O'Brien and Corey Alexander, great to have you.
Great to be here, my friend. Of course, a big-time matchup and one that the Ole Miss Rebels are looking for some retribution against the Auburn Tigers, who have continued to beat up on them during Bruce Pearl's tenure.
Malik Deal letting fly the first shot of the afternoon, but off target. The rebound hauled in by Janai Broome, who gets 11 a game. And listen to the students in full throat right away in the opening seconds. They couldn't wait to get in here.
Yeah, they camped out all night to make sure they got their seats to be able to cheer around Janai Broome, especially Dylan Carwell, who's in his 5th season at Auburn.
An all-senior or graduate starting 5 for Auburn, led by Broome, the 6'10 grad. Kicks into the corner for Baker Mazzara. He'll knock that one down from three-point land.
Obi, this is a team in Auburn that averages 17 assists per game. However, they only average 8 a game when they did not have Janai Broome in the lineup. And you see Janai Broome outside of
the SEC. It can get as rough and tumble.
He must have been there all season long.
Kelly with the foul to put Davis at the line.
This is when they get them.
Well, getting February underway, and the Tigers have won 12 consecutive games. They beat an athletic LSU team on Wednesday night in Baton Rouge, 87-74. Talk about downtown and swishing that one home. Miles Kelly just about at the logo.
And 2 for 2 from beyond the three-point arc for the Auburn Tigers, who haven't necessarily shot the best in these 1 p.m. tips for them on Saturday afternoon.
Got to look out for Auburn getting off to a hot start. They can bury you. A pull-up pop, nicely done. The pass off. In heavy traffic, Jones has it taken away. Here's Padula on the attack, lays it off the window and in. And the building explodes as remember, Ole Miss, a team that managed to win at Alabama. Here's Brakefield, got it! A three-pointer. Jamin Brakefield sticks it the
win.
Davis out, Barnes in. Both of these teams loaded with veterans. You have a very talented freshman in Pettiford for the Tigers. On the inbounds, Dia swoops inside for 2.
Dia's been extremely aggressive to start this game. We saw him shoot the 3-ball earlier, knock down the mid-range, and then great patience in the painted area to be able to finish over the top for 2.
So it's a 9-0 run for Ole Miss. Baker Mazzara on the dribble. Steps back and fires. Got it!
Once again.
It's a little confusion for Auburn. That is one of the reasons they've turned it over 5 times. Padula will jack up a triple and knock it down.
Sean Padula has played in big games, OB. He won over #1 at home.
He scored over 1,500 points in his career. Big pickup for Coach Beard at Ole Miss. Shot clock inside 10, little leaner here. And Broome tried to clean it up, gets it back and draws the foul. And pulling at his shoulder at his left. Duke's Cooper flag at this point. They're both playing today.
They're both playing today, but it above the rim. It barely grazed the front of the rim. And you're talking about a guy who's a very good shooter.
Jones, the point guard, looking for room to operate. Nicely done.
Very nicely done for Jones, and the veteran getting into the painted area. And these are 2 veteran-laden teams. Ole Miss has 7 guys who've scored over 1,000 points on their roster. Now, I haven't checked, but that's got to be the most nationally. I can't imagine any other with the transfer portal and the guys he's brought in and how well they fit into his system.
2 career double-doubles for Janai Broome. How much longer? But that won't drop as Morrell missed it. Pettiford so talented and so young, which is unusual in this game. Between these 2 rosters, Johnson turning, nice touch. That's Chaney Johnson. Pettiford to set it up now. Auburn has done a great job under Bruce Pearl avoiding the trap game throughout their schedule. They have just the 1 loss, of course, that came at Duke. Here's Jones, got it!
Reed in his backcourt mate right now to High Pettiford coming off the bench, the McDonald's All-American freshman, averages 16 points a game against ranked teams. And of course, Ole Miss 23 in the rankings. We can look forward to a big one here, possibly from Tahad Pettiford.
Auburn has opened up a 5-point lead here on the road. 5 turnovers for the Rebels. Jones taking the baseline, swatted, and a whistle and a foul. And they will get Klafke for the personal, the freshman from Brazil.
That Auburn has. Of course, Ole Miss with Sean Padula, they've got a great one. But no one.
Advantage here with 9:43 to go in the first half. And good luck finding a flaw in the Auburn Tigers. They make almost 50%, 37% from 3. Way downtown. We've been sharing that back and forth. Does the double. Rebound has been a big deal here for Ole Miss. The rebounding disadvantage they have had this season. Down to 2 to get off a shot. Pettiford airborne and banks it in.
And went to the opposite hand, went to his right hand, even though he's a left-handed basketball player, to go off the glass, get the bank. You know, Saturday afternoon. I don't think the banks are still open at this point, but Tahad's still using the glass.
Used it very effectively, 23-16. Dia on the feed, underneath for 2. And a whistle as well as Brakefield.
And he looked at me with a smile. He said, yeah, Virginia. No, I have to go back. Obi, she told me it wasn't me. They do it on their own.
Right.
So, I mean, so her eyes are trained to roll whenever she hears something that she might consider to be nonsense.
Broom turns on the baseline and banks it in. He thought he had a foul as well, but no whistle there. The other thing about Miss Sherry is she came to the shoot-around to work it. I mean, to scout it.
Yeah.
And there are people who come to her and go, okay, how'd they look today?
Yes. No, Miss Sherry provides all type of information.
Nice scoop here by Brakefield, a 6'8" seed.
3 years, he and Jamie Brakefield have been the best players for Ole Miss. But with the guys that they've brought in, they've kind of gone down the depth chart a little bit. But that's part of the reason why this team is so good.
That was some sweet work by David Barnes. Also a Turtle Hudson getting some minutes in the first half for Auburn. And that'll be knocked down, and a nice move by Miles Kelly, who came in averaging 11.
Yeah, but still been very effective in contributing to winning.
Murray downstairs for Dia. And it'll be a Broom foul as he reached in.
And Janai Broom got all of his versatility throughout this game.
Janai Broom not happy.
In front of someone else's crowd, because they'll be urging these officials to
Airmailed that, didn't touch anything. Burrell to push it, laid up and off that backboard by Brakefield, but he'll draw the foul, and he'll be headed to the line.
Obi, one thing that's a prerequisite for both Bruce Pearl and Chris Beard, you have to play hard. And one thing for
in Mississippi,
AKA the SIP, one of my old teammates.
Tonight, I'm just saying.
Okay.
If they want to set the table right now for us.
When it comes to travel, I'm following you.
Cardwell downstairs to the paint. Out for Jones off the fake. He's open. Sticks it from three-point land.
And that's one of the things that really you wouldn't recognize, but Auburn shot extremely well from beyond the three-point arc. Already now making 5 threes here in this first half.
Denver Jones has been the top guy offensively with 10 for #1 Auburn today. Working that baseline again. Oh, what a tough.
You're ranked in the top 25 nationally. Amazing what the SEC has done this season.
Brakefield with a miss. It would have been a 3. 30-26 Auburn. Denver Jones on the dribble. Trying to step away. Shot clock down to 3. Cardwell, another air ball, but up and in by Broom. And he had Padula sit right on top of him.
But that's the thing that makes Janai Broom so great. You don't have to throw him the basketball for him to be successful. He'll go get buckets the hard way.
Brakefield couldn't get off a shot. Padula deep in the corner. Yes, and a 3.
And Denver Jones has about a 3 to 4 inch height difference, making it difficult for Murray trying to get to the rim.
Broom will launch it up there and swish it in, the triple.
Obi, I was all ready to say, Janai Broom at 6'11", you can't settle where they've been so good. 6 of 13 from beyond the arc here in this first half. And we know how important the 3 is to Ole Miss and their success, but Auburn's showing their prowess from beyond the arc.
Burrell got it.
They move on and go out still trying to go about their common goal.
I think he really looks for that kind of player because that's the way Bruce is. Brakefield in tight. Finishes that up with his left hand. And this is a 1-point game.
How about the first half of Jamin Brakefield? And this is a young man we talked about. He's a 1,000-point scorer, climbing the charts here at Ole Miss, but he accepts his role of coming off the bench and providing a spark.
Pettiford went for the backboard, no. Tussle for the rebound, a kick out. Jones is open, got it! Here's to have a battle on their hands today against top 25 Ole Miss here in Oxford, and they have gotten it. 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Broom to make a move again, another 3 on the way, and he got it! In the final seconds of the half, he hit 2 big threes in the final moment.
As a group combined, over 40%, so a great luxury to have when you've got the best player in America inside causing double teams.
Broom going for the block, but Davis up and in.
That aren't ranked, many of them have been in the rankings. You're talking Oklahoma, you're talking Georgia. They've been ranked throughout this season, and they fell out of the rankings once they had to get into SEC play because they're going up against strong competition each and every scene from this team. Is that the way they share the basketball, they average over 17 as
public. Rarely misses at the lines, 91%. They dish it downstairs. It pops free. And here come the Tigers. Broom commanding the ball.
With mismatch, he's got Sean Padula trying to defend him on the block.
Oh, over the top and the stuff by Cardwell.
I smile anytime I watch this young man play. I coached Dylan Cardwell his junior year of high school. He came to Oak Hill over 300 pounds, and this young man went to work all on his own, dropped about 40 pounds, got his body in shape.
For Broom. Taking advantage of Padula, going in strong. He gets knocked to the deck, no whistle. And he has to take a seat, and an official will stop the play. With a flagrant 1, take a look.
And the flagrant 1 comes here, the reach, because you have the windup and because the left hand comes out and grabs the jersey. That is why it's a flagrant foul. Now, Obi, I'll be the first.
Trying to cut into the Auburn advantage here in the opening minutes of the second half. And makes the pair.
Has anyone else ever had that? 7 players that have over 1,000 points.
Yeah, never heard of that before. Padula's one of them. Here comes a long one. And this is a 1-point game. The kick into the corner, and a big-time answer out of Miles Kelly.
What a response. Dueling threes on the last 2 possessions.
Dueling seniors, too. Plenty of those on the court today, and poked away. Kelly with the theft. He wants to go in strong. Left it short, but a whistle. A foul on the play. 15:25 to go in the second half. Foul. And Kelly makes.
In South Carolina right now, the Gamecocks 0-8 in SEC play.
Murray with the quick dish downstairs. Oh, a difficult angle by Dia. He couldn't finish it. He had a great first half.
One he's going to want back right there. Opportunities like that against this team don't come often.
Man, Pettiford lines up for 3, makes 41%. It seems like every guard for Auburn has a dagger.
And they do it at the time when the team needs it the most, OB. Jahad Pettiford struggled in the first half. Only 2 points from him. Unable to get going offensively, but as soon as he checks in the second half.
Oh, Padula foul while shooting a long one. Fouled in the act. The 6'1 senior headed to.
Sean Padula, one of 9 children. Father Don. With my guy BP, Bruce Pearl, standing right here beside me. He looked, when I talked about it, he said, really?
Points. And a misfire there at the line. And now, twisting. The kick out for Hudson. Too strong. And one tip, Padula, very quick to react, got there first. The lane opens up. He scoops it up and in.
Obi, remember Chris Beard told us that his guards were going to have to get.
Here's Padula.
Padula feeling it right now, Obi. I think he wants everybody out of the way so he can go to work.
Tiptoeing in and lays it in. What a strong move all the way to the 10.
Absolutely. Sean Padula has got it going, and we've seen him get in modes like this before. And when he's got it going like this, everybody, let's go 1-4 flat. Let me dance.
Pettiford gives up the dribble. Broom out of the double. Downstairs, Hudson with the stuff.
Lack of rotation on the double.
Well, the student section has been screaming their lungs out. Thought they might be exhausted after waiting all night in the tents outside, and then this morning, forget about that. Down to Padula, and the follow is up and in. Two more for Dre Davis. Davis in transition. Looking for a shooter. Here's Murray. No. Dia going up strong and will draw the foul. Malik Dia gets hit.
And it's a small thing, and you can't blame Malik Dia at all. But when he got that
work so far today, almost 12 minutes to go before the break for his first foul.
You know, great,
he makes them both.
Great coaching, Bruce Pearl. And his
very big advantage for Auburn. Ole Miss has been out-rebounded all season long. Davis just picked up foul number 4, pull-up pop, and won't drop by Kelly, but the rebound up and in by Cardwell.
And Dia had that in his hands, just unable to corral it. Dylan Cardwell in the right place at the right time, able to get the second chance points.
Sean Paduli's been a hot hand with 18, leads all scorers.
The pass.
Oh, the dish and a layup and in by Matthew Morrell.
But that's what happens, OB, when a guy gets it going. Oh.
Chaney Johnson looking for room to operate. Out for Kelly. Kelly with a step back. He hits it.
And it's been Miles Kelly. It seems to be.
Senior out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. On the drive, it's Murray. Denied initially. Trying to get it up there amongst the trees. And it's going to drop in. Brown Jones. Foul shooter. And a three-point play, and it's a two-point game.
And Brown.
Murray looking for a screen to be set. Now the penetration. And the foul by Chad Baker-Mazara. Got him with the body. 8 minutes to play. Such a physical league. I was asking Chris Beard if he expected this one to maybe be over.
Right before the halftime buzzer, but scoreless in the second half. Give the Rebels a lot of.
Baker-Mazara wants Cardwell downstairs, and a foul on the deck. 59-58.
Opportunity to
29%. And drops that one and caught.
Feels as though he can guard anyone. They have zero problem switching, putting him on guards.
This the shot clock down to 8. Padula took a look. Down to 4 now. He'll fire it up. It touched nothing.
Yeah, tough shooting over the extended hand of Janai Broom.
There was a foul. Flop. Putting Ole Miss to the line. Jones trying to end that, denied on the baseline. Broom up high, hit 2 big threes at the tail end of the first half. Got airborne. Baker-Mazara hits it.
And we talked about the plethora of guards that Bruce Pearl has at his disposal. And then you see it's been Miles Kelly. Now he's on the bench with 4 fouls. Janai Broom gets in trouble, jumps in the air with they tell you not to.
Here, right in front
we get to stand, we'll sit right behind Bruce Pearl, so we get all the.
Bruce, in between coaching jobs when he was with us at ESPN, he was.
Reflects that.
Janai Broom looking to be player of the year on the back down. Tried to use that window. Cardwell, another rebound. Out for Baker-Mazara. He gets another one. But he's caught fire.
But how about Dylan Cardwell continuing to star in his role, coming up with second chance opportunities, turns into another 3-point field goal for the Tigers.
Baker-Mazara with 13, stolen away. Jones with the depth, has Pettiford going high for the slam. An electrifying play.
Oh, in case.
So the two guys who are vying for player of the year, it's pretty much a 2-horse race, Cooper Flagg and Janai Broom. You'll see them both on ESPN today, and a quick strike by Matthew Morrell. They needed that one badly.
They absolutely did, but Janai Broom had a.
Auburn looking for some more wiggle room down the stretch. Pettiford getting around Padula. Nice dish and a slam by Cardwell. And a foul too.
And the contact we've seen. And of course recruited Dylan Cardwell and McEachern in Atlanta.
Usually not a very good foul shooter. He's made a couple here down the stretch. Under 5 to go. And suddenly 71-62 Auburn. Looking to make a move, Morrell, and a whistle before that.
For the Tigers.
Morrell 72% at the line, drains that one.
5-star basketball camp, of course. Back then, way back in the day, college coaches could come in and be counselors and speakers. Rick Pitino, all the different coaches coming in as Bruce Pearl just puts his hands over his face after watching an empty possession from his team.
Padula around the back of the whistle. We have been watching some playmaking. Padula a little shaken up, a little.
The great Hubie Brown was able to come in his last game.
Unreal.
On ESPN when the Milwaukee Bucks, where he started.
Baker Mazzara. Padula on him. Now they switch. Seen a ton of that today. Looks like he wants to take the shot, going in strong, and a whistle too. Man, was he determined.
He absolutely was, OB. And I meant talk about the versatility of this team. Even though they have a superstar, they've got a lot of.
66 the Tigers. Can Padula heat up again? He's sitting with 20. Keeps on driving it with that right hand. He'll bank it in.
And that's just strength right there. Padula able to score.
Kicked out into the corner. Here's Kelly. Broom goes up high over Padula. He's done it several times today to grab the rebound. Baker Mazzara is the free man in that paint, and Janai Broom among the many guards. Once again, that's a huge separator for these guys.
It really is, to have multiple guys that can go make a play when you need it most.
Padula kicks it out. Morrell will launch. He got hit on the play while attempting a long one with 3:10 to go. That was with 8 on the shot.
Leave the officials alone. Allow us to talk to them. Janai Broom turned around and immediately said nothing of what it would be to be able to come in and see the Auburn Tigers here. I don't think Coach Kip.
About tickets and availability. They can't see Auburn at home. So they're going to drive 5 hours to come to Oxford, Mississippi. They're a couple thousand. 6 and the ball. Baker Mazzara out of the trap. They'll swing it here for Jones in the shot. Got it.
You've got so many different guys. We mentioned earlier, 4 guys with over 50 assists. But more importantly, no one in their rotation has a negative assist to turnover ratio.
Broom with a couple of big misses. Padula, strong move, and will drop it in. And a whistle and to upend the #1 team in America.
Especially at crunch time, that's been a separator for this Tigers team too. They've won a lot of close games throughout this season.
Two minutes to go in Oxford. Pettiford lost the handle. Padula scoops it up. He hits the deck, got it off to Morrell. He lays it up, but no, and Morrell 72% as a foul shooter and drops in. And Matthew Morrell, the senior from Memphis, with his second. He makes the. Broom up top, bouncing for Baker Mazzara. Back to the big. Looking to shoot it, and banked up and in. He made it and drew the foul too.
OB. It was the right time, but watch after the finish. Janai Broom going over 2 smaller guys, puts up the arm, 2 flex, and then says, nah, I'm not going to flex right now.
And he completes the 3-point play, gives him 16 points. Not a huge scoring day, but a big bucket and a 3-point play. Off the double fake, the shot in the air by Murray, and he'll take the hit. 1:26 to go, 82-6. And sinks #1. Foul shots come to an end earlier this season. 82-77. Pressure again from Ole Miss. In for Pettiford, and Padula will foul him. And not much time up. He's averaged 16 a game in Auburn's wins against top 25 opponents. So
33 against Miami for a career high. So Sean Padula, no stranger to score big moments.
they need more of him with 1:22 to go. He looked to fire it up there. He'll drive it, looking for two and short. Follows his own miss for two. 84-79 and a timeout, Ole Miss.
Team wants to be so successful.
Tapped out a play by Ole Miss. Minute 15 to go.
And Janai Broom.
Earlier today was the shoulder, but he responded after that. Return to the game. Pettiford to run a little clock as we approach 1 minute to go in Oxford.
Ole Miss, you can afford to play this out, but you have to get a stop.
10 on the shot clock. Kelly on the move. Jones to shoot it. And a battle for the rebound and a foul. With 49.7 to go, will go against the Rebels. 6'10 grad, 63% at the line.
1 through 5. And just force people to try to make twos in comparison to getting easy looks from three.
The special relationship Janai Broom has with Bruce Pearl. They talk more than any player and coach in the game today. Through the course of the game, it's really interesting. Murray leaning in, looking to draw the contact, but Cardwell picks it up. Here's Broom in the open floor. 88-79.
And Bruce Pearl continues to push all the right buttons. You switch out your center, 6'11", Dylan Cardwell, and he wins the matchup against the point guard.
Jumper on the way from way downtown by Morrell. He'll sink that. 27.8 on 34 at the line. He keeps making them.
He's had a great day from.
And hits the pair.
Worked again.
Yeah. 90-82. Padula. Morrell forces a long one there. It won't drop. Rebound knocked around, controlled by Ole Miss. Right back in Brakefield. No. Rebound popped out again to Kelly. And Kelly will.
And right now, the players should not be on the line right now. It's told us they're not going with the foul on the floor. They're only going with the technical foul. So you've got to get the guys from Ole Miss off of the free throw line. And now it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to make Miles Kelly. They waved that one off.
Kelly 86%. They've added it again. And for the Auburn.
That can come into hostile environments as such and walk away with the win. And we have seen now the Auburn Tigers, in my opinion, the best team in the country, do it 5 separate times in SEC play.
Number 1 Auburn, impressive. 92-82 at Ole Miss, knocking off another top 25 opponent. And they win this one down the stretch to make it 13 consecutive victories, second longest streak in Division I. Kansas Baylor is on the way next. For my partner Corey Alexander,